going on, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and welcome back to another amazing episode of the Fair Shape Podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Fats, aka The Beast. Can I get it for the one time? Now introducing the rest of the cast, starting with the captain.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Killer Ghost, aka Chris. Hope you guys enjoy this episode, and on to the next host.
What's up, guys? It's your boy, Young Boy Keeve. We watch these horrible movies for y'all, so y'all better appreciate it. On to pro.
Good morning, everybody. Good evening, everybody. Whatever time you guys listening to this today. Finna get mango no huevos, and now on to the show.
All right. Now getting back to the segment that we've been doing for a couple episodes already. We've been watching these movies, chronological order, rating and ranking them every single week for y'all. So, to give a little update, this week we watched Thor, The Dark World, and Iron Man 3. Iron Man 3 being the first movie before Thor, am I correct? If I'm wrong, you could correct me.
It is Iron Man 3.
Okay, so we're gonna start with Iron Man 3. I'm gonna go first on this one. So Iron Man 3 was not nearly as good as the first two. I think it lacked the action scenes. I think Tony Stark, in general, as a character, is a fucking genius. The way Robert Downey Jr. played out the character was amazing, but just I don't know, just the movie in general was it lacked what the first two had, and I didn't enjoy it as much as the first two. Who would like to? Who's next?
I could go. That's fine. So yeah, like to continue what you were saying, part 3 was a huge disappointment for me. I love Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man, but this movie did not do it for me. The one thing that I did like from it is that you got to see more of his creativity. He didn't have everything that he needed like right at hand. You know, he didn't have his lab no more because they blew that shit the fuck up. So he had to get more creative in how he handled certain situations. Other than that, the antagonist was terrible. Just a fucking little piece of shit dude who was jealous and just wasted potential.
I agree.
Especially
with the part you said about him doing all the tinkering stuff, like tinkering. Yeah. It was reminiscent of the first Iron Man where he was like building shit in the cave.
Yeah.
And then he had that whole scene towards the end where he's building shit out of fucking hardware stuff.
You got to see like his true genius, you know. Uh-huh. Like out of everyday bullshit that you find, you know, he can make some use for it some way or another.
Mm-hmm,
but
absolutely.
All in all, this movie was boring. I didn't want to watch it. To be honest, Captain Marvel might be better than this.
I'm right there with you.
I will end it with that.
For me, it's one of those things where like, I could pinpoint every single thing you said and agree with you. But I was so surprised how the first film was great. The second one, again, we had mentioned it was good, but not as good as the first one. But this last one, I don't know, maybe Marvel got it too ahead of themselves with this story.
That's exactly what I was about to say.
I think they felt like they were in when you go from having the controls in your hand and you just tap cruise control and you're just chilling. I think that's what they try to do with this film. I think they hit cruise control, try to relax, and let people take what they wanted out of it. Was not one, like you said, that antagonist of them giving us the rules that it's one person, but it's really another person, you know?
Yeah.
For starters, I've kind of, like, you could kind of see it early on, who was going to be the main issue. You understand?
Yeah, exactly.
And that's such a typical trope. Like, you got a nerd ass guy that's a genius somehow. I mean, not somehow, but granted, how most times they are. Shit, now I'm fucking stereotyping. Fuck. For you nerds out there, I apologize. But anyways.
You're also nerds. About it.
Yeah. So, my point is that you've seen it early on. You understand? You get 3 people that kind of feel like they're gonna be the bad person, but then you realize who the bad person is so early on. So you get the nerd ass doctor tries to get, himself acquainted with the Tony Stark and the lady, and then you have the lady who's the botanist who I felt, for a second I thought she was gonna be somebody like really really fucking pivotal. You understand? But even her whole thing, the way what's his name, the fucking scientist guy just offed her off like that. She
I
had the
think his
gun
name
to
is
her head.
Killian.
Yeah, she had
Yeah,
the gun to
Killian.
her neck, and she's like, "Oh, you need me to a thing," and he just blasted her like with no
Yeah,
problem.
he was
You
never really.
understand? She was never really a problem. You
Hmm.
understand? She came to fake warn about what's going on, and then even she outs herself. And then the Mandarin, you know, I feel like they could have done so much more. Took what we know, right, and just give us something completely different. But they took what we knew. They gave us shit that was not even out of this. Like it was fucking terrible, hands down terrible. Um,
You know what also got me mad about the movie, and that scene where he goes and he's like, "Oh, you just like whatever, you just sign your death wish or whatever. I'm gonna come get you." And then he
yeah,
tells him his address. How the
mhm.
fuck is Tony's house so accessible? And how the fuck the bitch sees a fucking missile
Missile at that time from
coming,
yeah.
bro? And just like you should worry about that right there.
Bro, and it's just crazy because it's like I was mentioning, just seeing that whole like Mandalorian fucking fail. um, the whatever the fucking guy is,
Mandarin.
the Mandarin. You understand? They could have took us out to the Middle East. They could have gave us that, that feel from the first movie where he was out there being trapped in the cave. You understand? And he's probably fighting all these people with fucking AKs and really give us a grounded film. But this film had too much fucking noise going on around it. Um, the Tony and Pepper, the relationship felt almost disingenuous. It almost felt like they were forcing it on us. Like, hey, look at this guy. You've seen him over 3 of his own films change progressively worse. You understand? One, the person he fell in love with has been right there this entire time. And then 2, the effects of what happened in the Avengers film really took a toll on him. So I don't know if they were going for like a dark tone or a dark comedic tone, but for me, it falls underneath Captain Marvel.
For me, I was gonna say everything similar to what you guys said. To me, it's like almost they did the same thing as the first one, like the same premise. Like he's down, he's down and out, and then he has to come back and build his suit and build his
Almost felt like a
confidence
God of
up.
War game.
Like, it felt like part one, like the same premise or whatever.
Hmm.
Um, I didn't like the bad guys at all. They were all whack. The guys that blew up, it was stupid. The Mandarin should have been the main villain and actually a villain, not a actor or whatever. That was kind of stupid.
That was coked
What
up all
else?
the time, apparently.
I mean, he's still funny. Don't like Tony Stark, Robert Downey, he's always gonna be funny and crack his jokes. That was the good thing about this movie. Like when he was with the little kid and stuff, that was funny.
I probably think that's the only part that was good.
To be honest with you,
Um,
I like the part in the plane. That was a good part.
what else I was gonna say? I like the end when all the suits come out and stuff. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that was my favorite part.
And there's a scene, I think they copied it straight from one. I don't know if you guys remember, let me know. When he's dragging the suit, like
Yeah.
on his, like on his back. Isn't that part 1 too, or
There's
no?
No, I think in the first one, no. In the first one, he came
Isn't
out
he
with
dragging it in the cave or whatever?
he was, he was, blown up out of the cave. He was Ironmonger or whatever.
Yeah.
I swear, I don't know. I swear I've seen him doing that before. I don't know. But yeah, this movie was not that good. That's all I gotta say.
Shit was terrible.
Are we rating it?
No, not yet, because I still have just a tad bit more to talk about.
Go ahead, bro.
So my thing is this, right? You have some witty parts. Like I said before, he's coming up on his own. He's trying to figure out what he wants to do. He knows an imminent thing is about to happen. Event. He's going through these anxiety attacks and panic attacks. But I don't know, like I still felt like structurally it was just all fucking all over the place. First off, the movie's like 2 hours long. Doesn't need to be at all. You don't need the whole scenes with like the Iron Patriot. Um, as much as I love Don Cheadle, I think he elevated the movie just a tad bit more when he was on screen. But nothing that really helped it to progress the film forward. Um, that Mandarin shit, they could have lived without it. You understand? Like I said, they could have either took him out to the Middle East or just focused on a serious antagonist that had serious motives. I don't feel like that Killian dude, his whole thing was just revenge. Like, what was it he said? Tony kept saying, "Oh, I'm just telling you how you make demons or whatever," and it was like, again, it wasn't, you see it coming from a mile away, you see what's going to happen because it's thrown to you early on in the film. You understand? Some way
You
or
know
another,
what
this guy was going to come back and haunt him. So,
You know what I found funny? How in the beginning of the movie they show like how like he was like ugly and nerdy and whatever the fuck, and then they show him again, he's still ugly.
He slicked his hair back
He's
and
still ugly.
brushed his teeth.
I like that it's like the PTSD stuff and all that. I like that part too.
it
Like, it
happens,
makes him
it happens
seem-
often, and again, like,
Yeah.
I get it, I understand, but I feel like it was just, if you wanted to focus on that, you understand? If you wanted to focus on primarily that, the way I would have, if I could have done this film again, I would have took his ass out to the Middle East. I would have had him fighting those people and adding those PTSD moments. You understand? Like fucking seeing a nuke. Like somehow people in the Middle East always have a fucking goddamn nuke or a bomb. You understand? And him seeing some shit like that trigger, and he's like, oh fuck, But again, I can live without it. For my rating, I would have to give it a 1.5, maybe even a 1. I didn't enjoy it. It was too long for no reason. As much as Tony was the main, obviously it's his movie, it couldn't hold up. It doesn't hold a candle to the flame to light up the rest of the way, but that's me. So it's a 1.5.
I give it a 1.5 as well.
Damn, you guys are rough on this one.
It's only because I didn't enjoy it as the way I see it. Like I like the first one, and then I love the second one, and then to go downhill on the third one, that's the problem when it comes to sequels. That you expect the hype that the first one was so good, and then the second one just flops and shit.
So so Pro, you said 1.5? Which
Yeah.
one?
I would go, I hate to say it, a 1.
And you said Fat what? 1.5?
I'll give it 1.5.
Kev?
I'll give it a 1.5 as well.
Damn, y'all low. Originally I was gonna give it 2.5, but y'all made me bring it down to a 2.
5?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But y'all gonna make me, I'm gonna bring it down to a 2. So
Oh, what you said? What was the number?
originally I was gonna give it 2.5. Like I wasn't that hard on it. It was bad, but y'all made me, kind of see a little bit of the light. So I'm bringing it down to 2. So that averages out to what? 1.5?
1.5.
Yeah.
Thor is next. The Dark World.
You want to rank it before we
No,
go
no,
into?
we'll
Nah.
rank both of them.
Nah,
No,
rank
could
after.
I start on this one?
Of course, brother.
All right. So I absolutely, surprising enough, the first time I saw this film, I thought it was complete dick. I'm not gonna lie to you. But for some reason, past like the first 45 minutes, again, another film that doesn't need so much fucking information. You understand? They could have left without it. They gave it to us for whatever reason. Made that part so unbearably to watch. So unbearable. But past that, when you really think about it, you remember last podcast when I was like, oh, sometimes I like the brute against the witty person, the smart person, because they gotta outthink themselves of what's the current situation. Even though it wasn't all there, I actually enjoyed how, Thor, like, he kinda had the one up on Loki a few times, like, when he put the handcuffs on him, when he came up with the plan to trick the guy to cut his hands or whatever. I enjoyed that. I actually kind of did. It was a different tone for Thor. It wasn't complete, oh, give me my hammer and smash it. The Natalie Portman stuff kind of held up. And again, seeing her in this film, like, she's really fucking beautiful. That being said, I did not like the way the Dark Elves went about their whole, like, thing, like, that power somehow infused into her and shit. She was carrying it with her. And if I'm not mistaken, in later films, that's an Infinity Stone, right? But just like in liquid form.
It's the power stone, I think.
Yeah, so I want to know exactly how is it that if throughout the whole films we always hear about these stones and whatnot, a mortal is able to hold, is like, is she some form of god? Because only gods can hold that. You understand? Or people that have that strength. You understand? Or people that are beyond, like, levels of strength comparable to mortals. Mm-hmm. I love the stuff with Odin, Loki, and Thor. I liked that whole dynamic. I like that, this whole time we see Thor as a god. Obviously, we're all gonna say he's a god. Gods don't die, gods whatever. But he made it obvious. He was like, no, we're gonna die. You understand? It may take a long time, but we're gonna die. We wound like everyone else. You understand? And we will go on to the next life. And I like that. You understand? As opposed to this all omnious potent being that goes everywhere and is unstoppable. You know? Mm-hmm. Another thing too, I will add, the mom, although her parts in this film is really, really short, I don't feel like she's in the film all that much. I did like her whole fight scene with the dark elf dude.
Dark elf, he gave him the hands, yo.
Yeah, and she actually did a better job in her fight, in that one little fight sequence, than Captain Marvel had in her whole film. Okay?
Yep.
She gave that guy the works, and in my honest opinion, I prefer watching this, even though it's bad, I prefer watching this movie over 3 of Iron Man, and I prefer it over Captain Marvel. As seen it the second time, I think it kind of opened me up, like you guys said, about, certain things, and now I'm giving it its fair shake. I could see.
You want me to be honest with you?
Go ahead. I'm done with my whole thing, but go ahead.
You didn't think it was that bad because you had just come off watching Iron Man 3. Because that movie was bad.
Yeah, Iron Man 3 is bad. I'm not gonna disagree, but I understand what you're saying. Like, had we seen it in the way they were released, probably hands down, I would have been like, this film is shit. Yeah. But, since we're watching it in the chronological order and the story wise, I actually surprisingly enjoyed it. I like the whole, Captain America when Loki turned Captain America. And, I loved seeing him distraught with pain in the cell when Thor was like, listen, I know you're playing yourself. Come out of that. And you see what he really looked like, all fucked up and shit.
Yeah.
And then I would have to say that story-wise, like, I don't know. I mean, later on we do know, but just for foreshadowing events, I want to say that the whole Loki always dying and coming back, give it a rest. Disney Plus is going to stretch it. I want to see what part they put this in, but give it a rest.
I think you're going a little bit too far ahead right there.
No, Disney Plus, from what I heard, they just doing an alternate dimension where he escaped in that time loop.
Yeah.
When they're going back, that's the story, when he escaped. It has nothing to do with him coming back.
That's a whole other Loki.
Yeah, he's officially dead in the MCU.
Okay, great, fine, fantastic.
Yeah. So, I'm going to give a couple pointers to this movie. Now, watching it the second time, it was like 10 times better than what I watched the first time. Completely different. I didn't even think it was the same movie.
Bro, it was coming off Iron Man 3. This is what I keep telling y'all. It's not that good.
Even so, it like I found a new appreciation for the movie. Like I don't think it's as horrible as I thought it was. It's still bad. It's still bad, but there were still action scenes that were there that I didn't take notice the first time I watched it. Um, just a certain amount of sequence when it came to the movie was pretty good. At the ending of the movie was pretty much the best part of the movie. Um, but I actually enjoyed it the second time watching it, opposed to the first time. Um, like Pro said earlier, Thor's mom gave this homie the business with the little dagger. I thought that was OD fire. It gave a little insight that, not only Thor, Odin, and Loki are the fighters, but she could give the work too. And I didn't really want to get into like understood the whole like these portals opening up randomly on Earth and shit.
Oh, it's
Like that.
because remember Segvig, he had figured out how to break the physics or some shit. And there was that one part that I think what happened was, remember in Avengers how the warpholes were opening?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think from what I could understand, I think that fragments of that was still left around in the world,
Uh-huh.
and possibly that's why he understood how to, like, when two worlds pass, cross, or whatever the fuck, they're able to go through one finite dimension. So
It was when every 5,000 years or some shit like that, all
The
the
plot.
worlds align,
hmm
and it's basically all one world.
yeah,
That's what I got.
yeah, that's what it was. That's what it was. You're right.
Yeah, but it still don't make no type of sense.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck.
Science physics.
Why the fuck
No.
physics is always trying to align some shit? Every time something aligns, something happens. Like Jesus fucking Christ, give that shit a rest.
So, I don't know if y'all were watching the movie and were like tipsy or whatever, but
Off
I
a
agree with
mic?
Kev. This movie was ass too, cause even the second time watching it, same as the first, is fucking whack. All the dark elf shit for the first 20 minutes was unnecessary. Like they could have fit that in like 5 minutes. Heimdall's a bum. I'm sorry. Everything passes him. The first movie, people were passing through that gate like nothing. This one, they invisible to him. He can't sense them. Why are you there, bro? You like useless. Then the only fire scene that I liked about this movie, the only good thing was, like I said, the mom stuff, her fighting. And then what I even liked even more was, when she died, you notice Thor and Odin like take it kind of they take it good, but Loki takes it the worst. Like if you see him in the prison or whatever, I really like this. That he
Because
like,
if that, like you said, that is Thor was a lot like Odin, but Loki was that of his mom. You understand, like that whole witch and lying and shit. So
yeah. But I really like how he takes it. Like you see he gets angry and everything. Like you never see him use power like that. He usually is outwitting people. But when he's in the
something just came to my mind. Yeah.
when he's in the prison, he like is like kind of like a force push that he does. Like everything pushes against the walls.
hmm
And then when Thor goes up to him, that he's using the image to act like he's like okay, but he's really like sitting down and his hair's all fucked up. I really like that part, but that's like the only thing. And Natalie Portman, like I said again, Cypher sore eyes.
You think Heimdall? You think Heimdall doesn't use like his iPhone to watch porn? Like he just uses his eyes and creeps in on people,
He could, it's true.
right? That's the thought that, like, he's like, let me see how big Thor Schmeat is. You
Hey
know?
yo. Nah,
Um,
I brought it up the last pod, or the last time we talked about Thor, the Thor one. That girl that's in his little group, she definitely is feeling him.
oh yeah,
She
with the
definitely
mole on her
jealous.
cheek. She also
Yeah.
had a mole on her cheek too.
She definitely jealous. I ain't gonna lie.
You got a thing for the moles on the cheeks.
Oh, and what's his name? Zachary Levi played that guy, which it took me a few like looks over, and I'm like,
What guy?
alright, so you ever guys seen the movie Shazam?
Yeah.
Well, that guy is the dude that fights with the little fencer shit that helped him escape underneath the
Oh,
bridge.
really?
Yeah, I
I
didn't
don't know
notice. I looked at him. I'm
Oh,
like,
I didn't.
I looked at him a few
He
times,
don't
and I'm
look
like,
like him. Yeah.
the fuck? This guy looks so familiar. And then when I saw him acting, and well, obviously his acting, I'm like, oh, that's him.
But yeah, but I agree with the Aether stuff. Like, I feel like it wasn't meant to be a stone, and then later on they just like, fuck it, that's a stone now.
Yeah.
Like, cause it doesn't make sense. But when Odin is talking about the elves, he does say something about there being stones. So I don't know.
Yeah, he says it early on. He says,
He's like before
Uh-huh.
the worlds were created that they had the stones or whatever, something like that. He mentions it.
because obviously it's a reoccurring thing with, the first film when we seen, Thanos, remember?
Yeah.
And he creeps up into frame. It's obviously always gonna be there, but
And the cuts, the end scene, the whatever after credits with the collector.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, 5 more to go or whatever.
mhm.
That's pretty cool. But that's about it from this movie for me.
It's crazy because before we leave this topic, I don't bother watching the credits after the film ends.
I haven't given my
Go ahead, bro.
review on this movie. Alright. So, I agree with Chris. This movie was fucking trash. It was worse than Iron Man 3. 100% worse. I felt like this movie wasn't even a Thor movie. I felt like it was more a Loki movie. It should have been just Loki, right? And then those fucking dark elves, there was like 52 of them at most. How the fuck
Word, right?
rolled up? How the fuck they rolled up and destroyed everything, right? Not only that, the creature that the dude made, that is like the most overpowered being in all the universe, bro. Because he was bodying Thor. He was bodying everything.
He gave me the Lord of the Ring vibes, like the Urukai.
That was the Predator.
And then it goes to show what pros say, like brain beats brawn the majority of the time. Because it had to be Loki to kill the dude. And then I don't know. This movie was just terrible. I would have much rather watched paint dry on the wall.
Yeah, this was one of the worst weeks.
Natalie Portman couldn't save the movie. The best part of the movie was the 2-minute fight scene with the mother, which everybody agrees with. This movie should have been called Thor and the 52 Dark Elves.
Alright, what's number ratings?
Oh shit, that was a good one.
What y'all give it number wise?
I give it a 2, in my honest opinion. I personally enjoyed it over Iron Man 3 and Captain Marvel.
So did
You said 2?
2.
It's funny, we split here again, cause me and Kev, I would give this shit a 1, honestly.
I would
maybe a 1.5.
I would
1 probably.
A fucking 0.5.
Oh,
right.
look at that.
So
I feel bad for.
So you pick a guy from your side, and we pick a guy from our side, and we do a head-to-head, quick talking points of what's good and what's bad, and then we deliberate on that.
I'm picking Kev, bro.
Why?
Fats, go in.
My man is persistent about this.
Alright, I'm gonna put 1 minute on the clock. Go, Kev.
Me? I already had to say what I had to say, bro.
Say it, come on.
Like I said, I would have rather watched paint dry on the wall, bro. This movie is whack. I will watch Marvel 2 times, Captain Marvel 2 times over before I rewatch this shit.
You bugging. You really fucking bugging.
It's bad.
Alright, Fats, go ahead, go.
Alright. The movie was bad. I'm not gonna disagree with that. But the whole point is Captain Marvel had minimal fucking action scenes in that fucking movie. At least Thor had about 3 decent action scenes. I mean, the story pretty much didn't make no fucking sense. But the whole point of this fucking juggernaut coming and releasing everybody in the fucking prisons, Loki's fucking breakdown, the mom fighting. I mean, that is what led the movie to be better than fucking Captain Marvel and Iron Man 3.
This
But
movie couldn't hold a fucking cup to fucking Captain Marvel.
you bugging.
Can I
Bro,
say
what?
something?
What Captain Marvel action scene was fire?
I didn't need a fucking Captain Marvel scene.
I'll wait.
The
Can I say
flying the
something?
fucking jet was better than the whole movie.
You bugging.
Can I say
really-
something?
What's the name? Farrah? Giving the elf the hands was better than the whole Captain Marvel movie.
Let me tell you something.
Yeah, Chris, say what you got to say.
Chris.
So I literally, before we started recording this, I literally just finished watching Thor, Dark World.
That happened,
And,
especially in mine.
So when they cut off Thor's arm or whatever, that they tricked the guy.
Hmm.
I have my I had the iPad on my desk, right? And I have my wrist on my head resting on my wrist. And I was falling asleep and my wrist still fucking hurts cause that's like, it felt like that shit was sprained. So this movie makes it, I even hate this movie even more cause of that shit cause it still fucking hurts.
All right.
So fuck this movie.
I think arguments are straight out of hate. So
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say this. I'm gonna keep mine at a 2.
Alright, let's do the rankings then. So, Iron Man 3. Is it better than Captain Marvel?
Yes, I hate to say
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Okay, I agree. Is it better than Incredible Hulk?
No.
No.
Kev?
No.
No? There you have it. It's above Captain Marvel. So, let's do Thor next, the controversial one. Is it better, Thor the Dark World, is it better than Captain Marvel?
Yes.
Loki and the
Yes.
52 Loki and the 52 Dark Elves.
You two say yes, I say no. I don't think it's better than Captain Marvel.
I think it's better.
I
don't
think it's worse.
Nah.
So, how we breaking this tie?
All right. I'm gonna say this. In Thor: Dark World, we get loss with the parent, with the mom, right? Loki feels the most anguish. Thor's always losing somebody. That he can't save a fucking a turd of shit from falling on the floor because this guy loses everything. And I honestly believe it has far better action sequences, even though they're ass, over Captain Marvel. And Captain Marvel, being that it's a origin story and Thor's already been established, I would honestly have to say I don't think that Captain Marvel is better than Thor, in my honest opinion. I would put it a notch over Captain Marvel, but under Iron Man 3. And I hated Iron Man 3.
I could go with that. I could go with that. You persuaded my vote. So it's the list is Avengers number 1, Iron Man the original number 2, Iron Man 2 number 3, Captain America the first Avenger, I think that's the full name of the movie,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
is number 4, Thor the original number 5, Incredible Hulk number 6, Iron Man 3 number 7, Thor the Dark World number 8, and Captain Marvel last still.
Still live?
That's the current list, yeah. He
Mhm.
persuaded me, bro.
I agree with that list.
I really forgot how bad Captain Marvel was, his ass.
Just think about Captain Marvel, how everything from the very beginning, we get her coming into her own.
That's what makes it even worse is that's one of the more recent ones. So they had a lot of time to
Another
it's not like in
film,
the beginning they didn't know how to make movies.
where they hit cruise control. They thought their writers was gonna come up with something genius.
And it's a brand new character. Like, how you fuck that up?
Mm-hmm.
So
I remember you hated her acting, so I'm just gonna
no,
put
you're
that.
right. You're right. That's what
Yeah, yeah,
persuaded me.
yeah.
So
I hated her acting too.
it's only like a tiny notch
All right. So
above
then,
Captain
if
America.
y'all hated her acting, right? What actors would you guys pick to play you guys in a film? But we can't pick for ourselves. We have to pick for each other. Okay? Let's do it that way.
So we picking an actor to play each other.
Mm-hmm. To play us in a film about our lives,
Ooh.
a situation,
So,
whatever.
so
I, I
how
need
we doing this? How we
Well,
doing this?
I'll go last. I need some time.
right. So I
We
have
go.
actors. I have actors for you guys. Just in my head right now. I want to do like an actor and then like a notable mention. Like, so I'm gonna give you a diverse cast that I feel of characters.
Okay.
So Chris, I know he loves DC Universe more than Marvel. So I would assume this guy. He first off, he's a white boy as fuck. But I assume that this guy, given a tan, some brown contacts, a nice goatee. I would go with Tom Welling for Chris from Smallville.
Hey.
You know,
Hilarious.
um, I think like I said, give him a tan, like not too, cause Chris is he's light skinned, but not like a tan where he's like been to Florida or something. Give him like a nice little like char on top, like a toast, you know,
Like
like you
he's
know when
been
you
through a
put,
lot.
yeah, like you
He
put
plays
the,
softball.
yeah, you put the toast, you put the bread in the toast, and then you just immediately go, so it just
Like
gives him a little
you put
something.
it on one.
hmm I don't know. Acting wise, I think he could pull something off, especially now in his later years. Not that Chris is fucking old. I'm just saying, like, obviously the young Tom Welling is not gonna do a good portrayal of Chris now. So I don't think so. But I think that Tom Welling, his actor, he's always been like humble, and see that with Chris. You know, funny yet humble.
Mm.
For Kev, I would say Joseph Gordon-Levitt. I don't know. You remind me of him a lot. Um, I think that the height is definitely there.
Wow,
Uh,
that's
and if you guys see him, he got the chinky eyes, and Kev gives me those chinky eye vibes when I see them together. Well, when I see them together, you know guys what I fucking know what I mean.
Yeah.
And then for Fats, may he rest in peace, R.I.P. James Gandolfini. You know who's that? The guy that played The Sopranos.
Oh, I gotta look.
You guys never seen The Sopranos? Shit.
Uh,
Well, anyways, him.
yeah. HBO
Cause
Max is out, so
yeah, Faz gives me that mafia boss vibe. Like, every time I see him, he's just sitting mad chill, like, yo, come over here, get me
smoke
that,
some hookah.
do this, let's do that, you know.
oh, I
And
see who you're talking about.
I think he'll do a good role with that. Give him a mustache and a beard. I think that'll be funny. Now for my notable mentions, for like my honorable mentions. Chris again is gonna be Pedro Pascal. That's the guy who's playing currently Mandalorian.
Oh, I love that.
And then he's
I
in,
love that
yeah, you know who he is. And if you guys don't know, he's also in Game of Thrones. He's the guy that fights the mountain.
mountain.
Um my second for Kev would be Jonah Hill. I love how sarcastic Jonah Hill is, and I love Kev's sarcasm. It's fucking hilarious. We was playing that
Yeah.
night. We was playing Cards Against Humanity, and you could tell his cards, and I love his sense of humor, and he gave me that sarcasm vibe and shit. So,
That'd be Jonah Hill from Wolf of Wall Street.
and then Fat's notable mention for me would be Marlon Brando, R.I.P. Another one. He's the guy that played the Godfather in The Godfather.
Okay.
You see how he got the cachetes when he talks, and then I see you talk, and again you're like, "Yo, dude, are you gonna fucking swing the bat? Swing! Somebody put a fucking umpire behind this guy, cause we're about to stay here forever." You know. So that would be my picks for you guys.
Okay. All right, so I'm gonna go next. All right. So if they were to make a movie, I would hope it would be like an action movie, right? But I've got like multiple characters for y'all, right? So if my movie was based off of action, Kev, I would have Taron Egerton from the King.
Oh, I know who's that.
Oh, that's a good one.
I would have him play Kev. Now, if it was like a comedy route, I would have Seth Green play Kev.
Oh my
Oh
god.
shit. Oh, first off, all short people, light skinned people, and people with chinky eyes. Kev's
And
been
then
he's been typecasted.
You know what's dumb funny? I typed in Seth Green on Google and it immediately went to height. So that's crazy.
so if action film Pro, I would have Tom Hardy play Pro.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's a good one. I like that pick.
And if it was like a comedy route, like an older type scene, I would have Jeff Goldblum. Goldblum?
Jeff Goldblum, really? A fucking
Yeah.
well, I do come off kind of rash and pervy, so
So I'd have him play you.
That's a perfect pick, bro.
welcome to Jurassic Park. Where's the dragon penis?
Then action scene for Chris, action movie, I'll have Ryan Reynolds play Chris. And if it was going like a comedy route, Jason Sudeikis.
Oh, that's
Oh, from American Pie?
no, he's the guy that
He in
plays.
American Pie?
He's the voiceover of Angry Birds. He's
I
also
don't-
in what's that movie?
Horrible
Terrible,
Bosses.
Horrible Bosses. I was gonna call him Three Terrible
Oh, that
Bosses.
dude is fucking hilarious, bro.
Oh, I know. Oh, yeah. He's funny. Yeah.
And if I got a notable mention for Chris, if we would like to play like an older cast, like 50s, 60s, definitely Will Ferrell will be Chris.
Oh my god. I love Will Ferrell.
But he has
I
to
know.
give him like
Hilarious.
the mustache and the goatee look. That would be fucking hilarious, bro.
Well, those are my picks.
I think I got mine. If you want to go before Kev or
Yeah, I'll go real quick. I'll do it real, like a speed round. You know what I'm saying? For Chris, I would have to go with Tom Hanks. Tom Hanks is one of my favorite actors, bro.
Yo, wasn't we just talking about that last night?
What?
Somebody said, what the fuck? I think it was Cold and Doc. He was like, something Phillips. And then he said, no, it's, yo, that shit's hilarious.
about the plane flying? Yeah.
Oh shit, that's
Yeah,
funny.
bro. I would
Sully.
have to pick Tom Hanks. I love Tom Hanks in probably every movie that he does, bro. He's like, I just feel like he's just a lovable character.
Basically, he is Tom Hanks in Private Ryan and when we play Warzone.
Yeah. He's the cap.
And then you leave him on a deserted island.
For Fats, I did this one because I know that he's one of your favorites. I will do Batista for Fats.
Don't worry.
He loves Batista. His favorite wrestler, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And for Pro, I will do Johnny Depp because I feel like he's very charming.
Fun fact, unless my brothers and sisters and my family fucking texted you or emailed you, literally that's what everyone calls me.
Yeah.
Legit.
And you have like a lot of stylish glasses like him.
Everybody's like, oh look, it's Johnny Depp. I'm like, oh look, go suck a dick.
Yeah. You can go first.
Thanks.
So for me, Dan, you stole my Batista for Fats. That's what I'll pick for you too, Fat. I know you love him, so, and you kind of big like him, so.
And he's the definition of the beast.
For Kev, it was gonna be Tom Holland.
Oh.
Okay, I like
Yeah.
that.
Short and white.
That's
Again.
crazy, bro.
You
If it was, and then I had a second pick. If it was for Kev, an older Kev, is gonna be Keanu Reeves.
Oh,
I could see that.
Yeah.
With his long hair and the part down the middle.
For Pro, it's kind of lame, but it would have been Robert Downey Jr.
Oh,
that's a good pick.
yeah, no,
Uh,
my mom used to call me that too. I'm like, oh my god,
Yeah,
you guys want me to
he
be
could pull
Iron
off-
Man?
He could definitely pull off your look and your
Shit, I always feel
your
like fucking
sarcasm,
Iron Man these
definitely.
days.
For
Yeah,
real, I'm
fuck,
gonna do some fucking tech shit.
No, bro, my fucking son, I don't know what he did to his PC. I've been on it for like fucking 6 hours trying to get it to run again, and I finally got it to work. Well, hopefully.
You know what
That
you need,
porn,
right?
that porn site.
You know what you need, right?
What?
NordVPN.
You trying
No,
to
I
get
need
Oh, yeah.
Heimdall's eyes. Give me Heimdall's eyes, and
I mean, do you really want his eyes? He's a bum. He couldn't see those elves, bro.
I
I mean,
mean,
he saw one. He saw one.
give me Heimdall's eyes with my glasses. We good.
Okay.
But he did his little thing. He took down one
He
plane,
took down one.
and then he was like, "Oh shit."
I want to do a side
He
person
put
that
the
we know.
shield up. He put the shield up, but it got destroyed.
I want to do a side person that we know.
Ooh,
Jay, Beast.
Braun Strowman.
Nah, the dude who played Aquaman.
Oh,
That's
Jason
Jason
Momoa.
Yeah, that's,
Nah, Braun Strowman.
he's not an actor though.
Yes, he is.
If y'all had to pick yourself, who would y'all pick?
Yeah, wrestling. That's another thing. Is wrestling acting?
Yes.
Yes,
I think so.
entertainment.
So he's an actor.
I mean, it's barely above porn acting, as in quality, but
It's acting.
I mean,
So
This ain't a-
if y'all was
this ain't
if y'all was to
you
cast
just a
yourself,
bad
who would y'all cast yourself as?
what?
If y'all was to pick your own actor, who would you pick?
What's his name from Baby Driver? I love this guy.
Jamie
He was
Foxx.
supposed to be Batman. No, not Jamie
I'm
Foxx.
joking.
That would have been hilarious.
Yeah, Jamie Foxx. Oh, that would have been a good one too for Kev, the main guy from Baby Driver.
Another short white kid.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Hey man. Sorry.
I don't know.
John Hamm, that's his name.
Oh, John Hamm.
Yeah.
For you?
Yeah, for myself. I will pick him for myself.
Okay, that's a good one.
I don't know what I'll pick.
For me, would have to be someone funny. I want someone funny to play me. And I think only because I've been watching it for like a second time now. Uncut Gems. Adam Sandler.
I'm sorry.
I think I will go the funny route and choose Kevin James.
That would be a good one.
Yeah, Kevin James. I
That's
mean, he
an
did
all-star comedic line. Then.
he did a little action in the mall cop. So I'm good with that.
If I was to pick myself, I would have to pick myself as Paul Rudd.
Okay, Ant-Man.
Oh man.
Oh, he does
yeah,
get
he's right,
both.
too.
So you sit in the same category.
I mean, yeah, you can't say nothing, huh?
You can't. You put yourself in there.
Yeah.
Imagine he's
If
like,
I do it, it's okay.
he's like, if I had to pick someone to play me, it'd be Matumbo. What? No, not today.
I got, something came up into my mind right now.
Was it an epiphany?
Nah, nothing like that. Yeah, Kev mentioned Warzone, right?
You eating Cheerios.
Not eating nothing.
Okay.
Oh my bad.
Don't worry, I'm keeping count. 2 of them.
Mine was barely. That should be 0.5.
So Kev mentioned Warzone Chris being the captain and shit like that, right? And Chris has been streaming on Twitch almost every single day.
Twitch.tv/Killer Ghost, the same way I'm spelled on this.
With
Yeah,
the
make sure
one
you
as
go
an
follow him.
I and a 0 as a O.
So I was wondering, I used to play Monster Hunter with Chris and his brothers all the time, right? And like it was nothing bad when it came to playing with them, but I know Chris complains a lot about Jay, playing with Jay all the time and how Jay's always lost. Jay's not. So I want to know, what are your pet peeves when it comes to playing with friends online?
Chris, you have the most experience.
Oh my god.
Yes,
What
enlighten
was the
us.
question again? I'm sorry.
Enlighten us.
What are your pet peeves with playing with friends online?
His alter ego of his second alter ego, K1 Rage.
Yeah. I do rage a lot. Like the name Captain, I don't know, like it was like forced upon me, I feel, cause it's like, I don't really like leading, and like, let's say battle royales, cause that's what we mostly play. I don't really like leading, but it's like like everybody's always like, oh, go ahead, pick Cap or whatever, but I don't mind that. What I do mind is, alright, you asking me for my opinion or whatever, but then you don't follow, like you don't listen, you do your own thing or whatever, like, I love these two guys with all my heart, and I always play with them, but Jay and Philippe's, in Warzone, they wander, bro. They like to, like, I'll be like, oh, let's go to this house. They'll come to the house, and then they'll maybe go to the one across from it. You know what I mean? Like, without saying anything. And then it's like, and then Jay has the worst luck. He'll come back. Let's say he'll come back from the gulag, and he'll try to go, like buy something in the box that we were just on, and he dies, like from out of nowhere.
Full team.
Always, bro. My man has the worst luck in the world. What else annoys me? I like playing with people. Everybody that I play with already like knows my style. But if it's new people, like I've been playing with some other friends. I call them the bots because they have really low KD and their lobbies is super easy. But it's like they can't keep up with my pace. Like, and that annoys me. Like I have a certain pace. Like I don't like staying in one place too long unless that's gonna be where we're gonna stick it out for the rest of the game, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But if you can't keep up with my pace, that's a big pet peeve for me. That's really pretty much it, cause everybody we play with knows my pace and they usually keep up. But, let's say, another thing that annoys me too recently, and this is bringing up Jay and Leap again. We usually, if we're in the last circle, for some strange reason, I don't know, I'm always the last one alive. They always die before me.
That's not true.
No, Jay and Leap, not you.
Oh.
They always die before me. I love them, but they always die before me. They let me down sometimes. Kev, I could rely on. If there's duos in this game, that would be no offense to anybody else. Kev is my duo partner.
I'm so
That's about
mad.
it.
Jesus, please. Strike him, almighty smiter. Now, I have a lot of pet peeves. One of them being, this is not just for COD, but it's just like communication, you know, like sometimes, for example, if we go in with a game plan, like, when I used to play a lot of Destiny, and we would do, raids or whatnot, and everybody had a job to do, and you clearly see it visually. Like, when I used to record back when, Destiny 1 was a thing, I used to record a lot of my games. I could clearly see when people fuck up and say, oh no, that wasn't me. And I'm like, dude, I saw you do it and I have the proof. You don't even send me the VOD. I'm like, okay, so then you know you fucked up. I hate when people sweep it under the rug and try to act like they didn't fuck up or wasn't listening. That annoys the shit out of me.
Mm.
Games where like, not, again, this is outside of COD because looting, anything that has like a loot system where stuff drops for everyone, right? And then you got the fiend bean in the group that picks stuff up and is like, oh yeah, I didn't see that. And you're like, dude, I swear to God, I just seen you picked up that fucking AK with a 50,000 scope on it. You can't swing that this way. You got like 100 of them shits. No, I ain't pick 'em up. Another thing too I can't stand is like, you know when you're playing fighting games, people that fucking spam like the same thing over and over and over. Yeah, I get the whole concept. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. But it gets really corny and cheesy because once you start getting a rhythm of what they're gonna do, you understand that's all they're gonna do. So like, for example, Street Fighter, you got the one person that always starts with a Hadouken, you know? So how do you mitigate that? You either block or jump over it, you know? Or, Dragon Ball Z as of late, one thing I can't stand now is, there's this, DLC character, Janemba, and he has a special that when you like do it off the bat, a big ass pillar comes from the other side of the screen and just smashes you. You know, and I'm like, oh fuck it. Like I hate cheesy things like that. When it comes to now I'm gonna talk about COD. I've never been a passive player and you guys know that. And I think that's one of my biggest, crutches is that sometimes when I gotta move, I have to move. I can't mount get kills. I'm the worst at it. I can't stand still for long periods of time. Like, have you guys noticed that when you use the snipers in this COD, you shoot, it doesn't unscope, it stays, scope still? Like, it still stays in sight? I removed that. Like, I literally, when I shoot, I go back, I unsee my surroundings, and I do that again. And seeing people just standing there, and I'm like, we gotta move, we gotta move, we gotta move. And they're like, no, I got the shot, and they don't got the shot. One, causing us, the, movement, cause I want to move together as a unit, but secondly, costing us our location, cause it does pop up on the minimap and it shows everyone where we're going. There's a ton other than, but, I think that I could sprinkle those out as we talk.
Yeah, if I'm not playing, Dark Souls or Bloodborne or whatever, I'm playing shooters. That's my thing. I love shooters. And it's not just Call of Duty. We could be playing, whack ass Apex, or we could be playing whack ass PUBG. But
Yeah, that
majority
game,
of the time we playing Call of Duty.
hold on, real quick, Blue Hole, suck a fucking fart.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck they broke that game. So yeah, bad call outs is one thing that I hate. I hate when people do dumb shit like push in losing situations. I hate when I have 6 kills and my teammate has 0 kills. There should be no reason for that.
That means you hog the kills.
That's not what that means. That means I have a better gun. I have better aim.
All I'm saying is the other day I had the most damage. So somebody was taking.
What?
Okay.
What is he saying?
Oh, my bad. I said the other day, somebody was taking my kills because I had the most damage.
I'm not even gonna lie to you, I had the most damage.
Nah, I got the VOD.
I have like 4,000 damage. I don't know what you're talking about. Anyways, I hate when we play multiplayer. Like, let's say we play Warzone and you not talking on the mic. Why you even playing at all? For that, I play with a random.
I mean, me and Chris got our first dub playing without comms.
If you tell me to get on and you only get on for 2 to 3 games, suck my dick.
Oh, there's some subs there.
That was the end of my point.
I could get on.
What about, let's not leave it all negative. What are the things you like about, I don't want to phrase this the wrong way because it's going to sound weird. Playing with each other.
I like the chopping it up aspect. Like sometimes our conversations go into fucking like zany. Like the other night I wanted to ask you guys, what you guys think about midgets. Would you ever date one? You know? But, I mean, all things considered, yeah, I know we all married and got girlfriends and spouses. Please, women, I respect you guys. This is just,
Not all.
locker room talk. Would you go out with a midget? They got little fat asses, you know? But that's something I wanted to bring up in the chat. And I think that there's two people that I would love chopping it up with that. I think they'll be hilarious with it. I love that. I love the chopping it up while we playing games.
Yeah.
Especially if I know you. If I don't know you, I like fucking around with like the white boys. Like yesterday I was playing Warzone. And I told Chris, I said if I see him on the battlefield, I'm gonna shoot him in the knees. Right? Cause I got kicked out. Okay, long dramatic pause over. And I was playing with these white boys, and these guys had me in fucking tears. One of them was like, he was talking to, I guess, his girlfriend, and he's like, I don't know, I'm gonna call her Stacy for shits and giggles. He's like, yeah, Stacy, the Ford in the back, yeah, and she's like, oh, so you don't want me to go get the one in the front? And I'm like, God damn, these motherfuckers got two Fords, you know? But I like hearing shit like that. Like, I like talking to random people too, cause they're just as funny.
Yeah, some people are just as funny. Even like when we play on Warzone, and then you see people typing in the right hand corner.
Oh my God,
That should
that's
be
fucking hilarious.
Like some of the shit that the people come up with is just straight comedy.
Like, I love dick jokes. I don't know why, I just find it funny. But it has to be like a good dick joke. It can't be like, hey, suck a bag of dicks. That's already been done, But it has to be something funny, and I like the funny ones.
Me personally, I like, cause I have a variety of friends, as you guys, and I got, like you said, Doc and Cole. That's more like when I want to be chill and shit. Like, I don't play really, competitive games with them. But, like, I like with you guys that, like I said, you guys keep up with how I play. Some of you guys are better than me or as good as me or whatever, and I like that. Like, nobody's really way below me or whatever, so I don't gotta worry. Like, I don't gotta worry if, I got one guy down, and I'm down, you guys are gonna finish up the job. Like, I don't have to worry about that.
Yeah, like, one of my favorite call-outs to say is, don't waste ammo.
Yeah. Cause some people do. Even when they 400 miles away. What else? I like the chopping it up, like you said, like in between matches, or if we having fun and stuff. That's always fun. I love how, let's say one guy's doing bad, the other people just roast him, like, for fun or whatever. And we don't take it serious, but it's always like a joke. Also one of my favorite things is when we play, let's say like the other day we was playing 6-man, MP, right? We had a full squad. And it's just, if we win after the game is over, the most shit talking you've ever heard in your life. And I love that shit so much. Everybody in my team is cursing out the other team saying, that's my C or whatever, or, like, just mad shit, bro. And if they hear something, like,
that's my C when you sip on my cup. That's all, guys. Don't worry.
We heard the other day, I think Pro was there. We heard, some guy listening and singing some Anuel song.
Oh, that was me with, when I was like,
and the other team, he sounded mad Puerto Rican too.
Yeah. I was
he
like,
was going off on him, bro. It was hilarious.
I was like, play Bad Bunny, bitch. Yeah,
it was funny. Bad Bunny. Anuel, it was Bad Bunny. Bro, it's times like that I
what I did love about this COD and why, I was so open to like the way it is because one, I love COD 4 and I love that boots to the ground, real guns. I love shit like that. I think those are the best in my opinion. But what I really enjoyed was, you remember open lobbies back in 07, 08,
yeah, I was
010?
Just about to say that.
That was so reminiscent of that time. So I'm on board with you. Hearing the shit talking even before the game started in the lobbies and stuff, and I love it. I love it.
Yeah, I'm kind of upset that they ended up taking that out. Like once you win a game, once you finish a match, they put you with like completely different people, and like
Hmm.
you don't get that shit talk aspect.
Yeah, I missed that too.
Because the shit talk, it just brings a certain, to the gameplay.
No, absolutely, absolutely. I agree with you
Brings it a
wholeheartedly.
certain flavor.
I know, Fats, you play the Monster Hunter. There's something that must annoy you while playing with people, because I have a bunch with that shit.
Not really. I mean, the people that I played with was Chris and his brothers. That's about it.
You never played the random hunting party?
Hell no.
You
No.
used
I
to do
lied.
Destiny raids, right?
When we used to play with randoms, I hate when a motherfucker joins and then leaves mid fucking hunt. That I fucking hate.
Because then
And
it didn't it would
That's
scale
a lot
up
of
and
people
never
don't
come
know.
back down.
yeah, exactly. It'll fucking the difficulty will go up and it won't go back down.
They'd
So
be like,
that
yo,
shit was
they'd be
the
like, yo, I'll
fucking
be right
worst.
back.
Or a
Yo,
motherfucker joined and just stand still and he doesn't fucking move the whole fucking hunt. That shit used to get me fucking pissed too. But otherwise, I mean, I really don't play multiplayer games.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we're at the part of the show where we all love the most, possibly me. I love it the most.
yeah, definitely.
It's Chris's fast, five. Dun, 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 dun.
I don't
I
think
know
we
you
should.
hate that. I know you hate that.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, time for the fast five. I'm gonna go pretty simple with this one, off the straight off the dome.
Straight off the people.
Yeah, off the piece. What's your guys' favorite color?
Gray.
Azul.
The
You
black.
said monsoon?
Azul, blue.
Oh. Kev?
Black like my heart.
Oh my. Yeah, I go with blue also. Number 2, what's your favorite if you could pick one topping to put on pizza, what are you putting on it?
Bacon.
Broccoli.
One topping.
It could be anything. Even something that's never been on. It could be M&M's if you want.
That's disgusting.
My guy going
Yeah,
the
I'm just
crazy
saying.
eyes route.
One
Can I get
topping.
some Oreos on mine?
So I like sausage on pizza, so I will go with that.
Yeah, like it would be bacon for me, but if I had to go like to let's say to a real pizza spot, it would be pepperoni, bro. Can't go wrong with the pepperoni on the slice.
Mm-hmm.
Number 3, and it doesn't have to be in order, but top 3 candy bars like Snickers, Twix. What's your
You
top
just
3?
called all
This is
mine out.
hard for me, bro, because I don't really eat candy like that.
No, I don't eat candy like that either.
There's Snickers, Twix, and I like a good crunch from time to time.
I don't eat chocolate.
I hate chocolate.
Oh man.
I'm not a big fan.
If you had to, all right. So if you had to pick one, you go into the store, you're in the mood for some chocolate.
Probably a Butterfinger.
If I'm in the mood for some chocolate, I will have to say a Reese's.
The cup or
That's
the
a good
pieces?
The cup.
That's a good pick. I can't believe you. I love chocolate. In no order, mine would be Reese's, Twix, and Kit Kat.
Ugh,
Yeah,
Kit Kat?
you love
I don't like Kit
Kit
Kats. I hate Kit Kats.
Kit Kats are mad good.
Since I was little,
All 3 of them
I
chocolate?
hate that. Yeah.
I would,
don't
I
like
would get
regular
the candy. I would bite onto it, and I don't eat it right away. I actually keep it on my cheek, and I suck the flavor off of them, like little by little.
Squirrel.
Yeah, Everybody will tell you to this day I still do that.
Number 4, what's your dream car?
Ooh.
My dream car is a R32 Nissan Skyline.
Aren't they? Skylines are still illegal over
Yeah,
here
the
or whatever?
R32 is legal. The
Oh, okay.
R32 and the 33 is legal. The 34 is not legal until I believe 2022 or 2024, something like
For
Mine,
me, it would be a Honda Odyssey.
The minivan?
that.
Nah, honestly,
I was about to say.
my favorite car is any of the recent Dodge Chargers. I love the front of the car. I love how brolic it looks. So
I swear,
You
we were
should,
fucking brothers.
you
We were
should get the
separated as birth.
you should get the Durango as a truck, which is beast.
Mine is would
my guy's actually in the car. You heard that?
yeah. There you go. You good?
it would be a Dodge Challenger or Chevy Camaro.
Any specific model or no?
No specific model.
Okay.
Ever since I was little, my favorite car always been Mustang GT.
Hmm.
I always liked Mustangs, but recently I've liked regular Jeeps, like the one that you could like take
Wrangler.
off the doors or whatever,
Oh
or
yeah.
That's the Wrangler.
yeah, regular Jeep Wrangler. Like even
It's
though
funny
it's
that you should
plain,
say that.
I for some reason I've been liking it lately a lot.
I remember one time I was walking to my mom's house and there was one of the Jeeps without the doors on both sides. And I dead ass seen a homeless guy sleeping in the fucking thing. I was like, when this guy
That's
comes to check his car, this guy's gonna fucking riot.
Yeah, he flip my shit.
I'm up to 5, right?
Probably catch a body.
Um, number 5 off the top. What's your favorite Call of Duty ever?
Call of Duty 4.
Kev?
This is tough for me.
Off that?
I really like this one so far.
It could be
But
everything, including MP,
Call of Duty
uh,
4.
VR, story.
I would have to say, to be honest with you, I would have to say Modern Warfare 2.
Fats?
It just has my heart.
Now, is it my favorite Call of Duty or the one I was good at?
I mean, wouldn't that one be your favorite? The one you were good at?
No,
You could
my
do both.
my favorite was Black Ops 2,
Okay.
and the one I was actually good at was Black Ops 3. The shit with the jet boosters.
So why did you like 2?
I don't know. The maps were better. The guns I really liked. I don't. 3 I was just good at. Like 3, I could actually play a game and go positive.
No funny shit
Like
too.
I was actually a beast.
Black Ops 2 was the first Call of Duty that I completed all the camos. Besides that one and Call of Duty 4, you could only get one gold gun of each type.
My favorite is like Kev, Modern Warfare 2 is just always gonna be the best. The memories, the guns, everything was perfect about that game. The story,
Mm-hmm.
the
The
maps.
these.
But I think that I've put the most time into this one, honestly. I'm older, I don't have to go to sleep early for school or whatever. We're in this quarantine, so I've been putting a lot of work. I got the Damascus skins and stuff. There is some problems with this one, but it's up there. It's definitely top 5 for me, this one.
Yeah, this one is top 3 easily for me.
If I only had to choose 3, would it be Call of Duty 4, Black Ops 1, and this one. I love the story in the first one with the whole sniper suit. I to
Yeah.
this day that mission
That's
is
my
like
favorite mission of all time.
it's like the most iconic like mission ever for me.
You have to look at the flag to see which way it's going. Yeah, that's
The maps in that game I absolutely loved. One map that I've been dying for them to bring back. Do you remember the nighttime one where it rains? The ship? Yeah. I love that map. I love that map, but I loved it because of Search and Destroy. That was like one of my favorite search maps. And I think it was called Pipeline. I'm not sure. I got to go back into my memory
I
bank.
don't think it was that one. It's some other. I know it's called some other shit though. I think it's Downpour or some shit like that.
Yeah, that it has like the train track on one side and it has like a warehouse, 2 warehouses, but whatever. And part Black Ops 1, I love the gunplay in that game. I think is one of the better gunplays. The Commando is my favorite gun to this day. And then, honestly, I really love 4 because it's a nod to the other games. I love Warzone. I love those BR style games. And, whatchamacallit? Oh, it's right there at the tip of my tongue. This is the first game I've completed all the skins for, which I wish I didn't, cause, the Riot Shield, the Riot Shield, the fucking, Joker, and the 725 could all suck my pee-pee.
Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know how you and Chris did it. I want to do that grind, but like I don't really have the time for it. And then not only that, I have anger issues. So yeah, it would be a bad day.
It'll probably be a bad week. That's it for the Fast Five?
Yeah, that's 5.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you again for tuning in and watching us every week. I want to thank all our followers and those who listen. Give us a like on YouTube. Follow us on every social media platform, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And until next time, this is a Fair Shake Podcast signing off.
It's the Fair Shake Podcast. Sucker, sucker, sucker.